Naughty Dog, the developer of the Uncharted series, did not start creating friendly game characters with Nathan Drake. Crash Bandicoot, created in 1996, is by far one of the most iconic and lovable characters created by Naughty Dog. And we're not saying that we see a bit of Crash in Nathan's eyes, but almost. Non-content of creating characters which leave deep and swollen marks in our childhood memories, Naughty Dog has also always been in advance in terms of game development techniques, and choose to work on the first Uncharted with motion capture. That was not the most common choice 10 years ago, but this decision and Naughty Dog's experience with friendly characters made what Uncharted is today, a story with characters we can relate to, or at least find connections with. There's no point into doing a retrospective of all the games, nor all the characters of the series. A lot of other channels did it, but I would love to give a little focus on the latest opus, The Lost Legacy. Lost Legacy is DLC which saw its story expand so much that they decided to make its own standalone game. So we can't really call it Uncharted 5 because it's not really what it is. First, sorry to break it to you, but unless we go back in time, there should not be any more of Nathan Drake for the future episodes of Uncharted. We ended the 4th episode in a very relaxing beach house, playing Nathan's daughter, Cassie, and discovering that our parents were looking for a more peaceful life. So from here, 3 options appeared in order to keep the series running. 1. We go back in the past and introduce another adventure of Nathan. 2. Another adventure appears between the moment when the sheep and the treasure sinks in Uncharted 4 and the moment Cassie is born. 3. We start all over with Cassie Drake's adventure. I'd actually love to see that. Well, all of those guesses are wrong, or at least those will not be exploited for The Lost Legacy. Lost Legacy is a standalone expansion with an estimated length of about 10 hours, and it focuses on the relation created between 2 secondary characters, Chloe Frazer and Nadine Ross. Now, with the current social unrest, I'm sure that you could find people complaining about the choice of characters, but we're far, far from having a downgrade. Hear me out. In terms of development, it is known that many other protagonists had been tested to serve as the lead roles in the expansion, including Cassie herself. But the ultimate choice was done with Chloe and Nadine. And what a choice! Uncharted has always been on point to display characters which made you admire them. Their gender and origin is of no importance here, they're simply impressive human beings. Chloe, first introduced in Uncharted 2, is a mix between Lara Croft and Matthias Nielsen, I guess. She is badass, but also has a very strong seductive aspect. And let's be frank, when I got in the position of choosing between Helena and Chloe, Chloe came first in line. Come on, I'm sure you made this choice too. As for Nadine, she had to take the lead of a mercenary agency back in South Africa after her father died. This woman, alone, had to be in charge of a whole bunch of mercenaries. Got the picture? The first time I saw her in action, I truly believed Uncharted started introducing cyborgs in their games. After all, it wouldn't be the first time non-humans are used in Uncharted, and look at this amazing fight scene, she's a beast! So yes, I love all the Uncharted characters, from Sully to Rafe, yes, even him. They all have their own personalities, and I'm personally so glad to discover an adventure featuring 2 of the strongest women in this series. And yes, I'm also sad that Nathan won't be here for the next opus. Luckily, they built a universe containing enough characters to feed my need for heroes, and I also believe Naughty Dog has the capacity to keep the story as interesting as it was in Drake's Fortune. This DLC might be short, but we're pretty sure to find action and fun. Now, let's just hope we'll learn more about Chloe and Nadine's story in it. Thank you for watching us. Feel free to subscribe to get more gaming news, and see you in our next video.